one of my favourite parts of gardening is producing my own plants, and we call that basically propagation. That can be done in several ways, whether it's, for example, taking seeds and planting those seeds collected off the plants here and planting them, or whether it's by taking a cutting from a plant, or even lifting the whole plant up out of the ground and cutting it into sections and replanting those sections in the soil. All different ways of propagating your own plant. Okay, so today I'm going to show how we take what's called semi-ripe cuttings. Semi-ripe basically means that the stem has already started to harden up a little bit to put on its woody growth at this time of year in July. So really easy to take the cutting. We just want to take the stem, leave a little bit of the plant left, and all I'm going to do is get this straight into water. And there they are finished, and I can just take that now to the propagation bench. Basically, to make a cutting here, I'm just using a flux. I've got a knife here, so simply we take the lighter and make sure the knife is good and sterilised. Here we have on this plant what's called a node, which is where the leaf attaches to the stem. This is called the internode, and I'm going to be taking nodal cuttings from here. I'm going to take the flower stem off because I don't want to use that, and take these flowers off too. I take down just above a node of the next cutting. I remove the bottom leaves like so. Take another cutting down there above the node of the next cutting. Take the flower, take the bottom leaves off. And what I can do, because these are quite big leaves, is I can just simply cut them in half. They're still going to photosynthesize for me through here. Now I've made a mix in here of 50% of a peat-based substrate and 50% of this white inert material, which is called perlite, and it gives me a soil which is very free draining. All I have to do then is to take my cuttings and just working around the edge of the pot, just place them in like that. I'm going to give that plenty of water in the pot, and over the next few days until these have rooted, then I keep spraying them once, twice a day, just to keep that moisture all the way around the cutting. And the way to keep that moisture inside, a really easy way of doing it, is to just take a plastic bag, and I can take that and then put that into the glass house. First, really simple, fill your tray full of seed sowing compost. Take a pressing board like this one that I've just made for myself at home and firm that soil. We've got a nice flat surface to work with. Take my seeds, just seeds that you can either collect out of your own garden or some that you buy straight from the garden centre. I'm going to sprinkle my seed over there nice and lightly, and I'm just going to put some more seed sowing compost over the top. And normally the rule is that however thick the seed is, that's how much material to put over the top, but I like to use this inert material called vermiculite. It just covers my seeds nice and lightly. And then this is a really good tip for you. Just take the tray and sit it in a tray of water, and that will soak up all this water from the bottom. And what it helps to do is it helps to bring the seed more into contact with the substrate that we've got in there, just to make sure that the very top and all those seeds are wet too. And I just give it a light spray like this. And then you can either put a plastic over the top of this, but here I've already got it ready, one of these plastic propagators. I just sit this on the top here of my seeds, and then that's it, finished. Okay, so this is what you're going to end up with as the result of all your propagation. But if you're a little bit like me, I get a little bit too greedy, and I always end up with too many that I know what to do for. So plants, of course, they make anybody happy. They're great to go and just to sort of give people as presents. Or one thing that I really like to do is to join a garden club or a garden society where you can take your box of plants to. Other people have bought their extra plants and you can just swap. So this is it. What are you waiting for? Start propagating.